Hi there. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook video ad for your business. Now, in order to do this, I'm going to be using a tool called Ofeo. If you don't have access to Ofeo, right now you can pick up a lifetime license for only $98. I'll put a link in the video description below so you can learn more about Ofeo and the special deal that they're running right now. And by the way, I also have a full tutorial on Ofeo on my YouTube channel, so I'll link to that in the video description as well. Now let's head to the computer and take a look at how to create a Facebook video ad for your business. So here I am in my Ofeo dashboard, and obviously the first thing I want to do in order to create my Facebook video ad is click here on create a new video. So I'll do that. And now you see that I have three options for creating a video. Actually, I have a fourth, which is down here, which is starting from an empty canvas, but I imagine most people would probably want to use one of these options right here for creating their Facebook video ad. This one here is called Smart Create. With that one, you start with an image, then Ofeo will give you a bunch of different designs you can choose from, and then you can edit those designs to look the way you want. With this one here, you have different elements for your brand, colors and other style choices, and so you'll have a suite of designs, and then you start with that and edit the designs to create your video. And this one here are designer templates that are part of Ofeo, and you can search through those and find one that fits for the project you want, and then edit from there. So let's go ahead and look at each of these in turn. So we'll start here with Smart Create, and I'll click on that. And let's do square size. So I'll click on that and wait for that to load up. Now at this point I have these two options here, and obviously the one I want to choose is this one here, Upload Photo. So I'll click on that, and then I can click here to upload my image. And then I can either upload my own image, or I can use a stock image, or they also have sample images, or I can pull an image from a URL. Let's go ahead and do stock images, and let's say that I have a pizza restaurant. So I want to make an ad for my pizza restaurant, so I'll just type in pizza and hit enter. And now it's going to give me a lot of different options of pizza images that I can use in my ad. So let's just go with this one here because it looks about square, which is the type of video we're creating. And I'll click on use this image. And now I can either remove the image background or keep it. In this case, I think I want to keep it. So let's go ahead and click on that. So you can see that Ofeo gives me a lot of different design choices for my ad that I can then take and tweak to look the way that I want it to look. And if I scroll down here, you see this goes out to 6, but if I keep clicking on next, it's actually, at least in this case, 12 pages worth of sample ads that I can then, again, tweak and make them look the way that I want them to look. Now, obviously, in this case, Ofeo doesn't know that I chose an image of pizza, so you'll get some things that you'll definitely need to change, like this here, saying classic burger. There's one down here saying dream car. So you will obviously need to edit these, but it gives you a good design to start with that then you can tweak. So let's go ahead and work with this one here. So I'm going to click on that. Now in this case, Ofeo has created an ad with a single scene, but if I want to add additional scenes, I can just click on that and add additional scenes. But for now, let's work with this scene here and see what we can do in terms of editing it. So I'll go ahead and click on it, and it takes me to this screen right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at what our ad looks like. So I'm going to slide this out over here and go ahead and play it. Okay, it's not bad, but obviously you're probably going to want to make changes on this. At a minimum, you're going to want to change the price here. Nobody's going to pay $79.99 for pizza. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we can do in terms of tweaking this ad. So if I come over here, what I have are the different layers for the ad. So if I click on a particular layer, it will then highlight that, and I can edit that particular layer. Or I can just come over here and click on the element that I want and edit it that way. So let's start by taking a look at what we can do in terms of editing text. Now I'm not going to go through every single option in detail because I do that in my fuller review and demo of Ofeo, which again, I'll link to in the video description below. But if we come up here, first of all, you see that you can change the color of the text, you can change the font, you can change the size, you can change the alignment, you can move it up or down within the box, you can make it bold, italic, you can make it uppercase, you can increase or decrease the spacing. Here you can add different effects, and then you can animate it, change position, and make it transparent. And of course, you can also move this anywhere within the box, or you can also rotate it. And if you click in here, you can change that to a much more reasonable price. It is now $19.99. So next, if I come over here, you see that I have the mask. So as you can see, the image we chose has been put inside of a square mask. But I can change the shape. I can make it a circle mask, an oval mask, basically whatever shape I want, I can change it. I have a lot of different mask options within Ofeo. I can also click here and edit the image itself. So you can see I have adjustments. If I didn't remove the background before, I can do that. I have effects. I can animate it, change the position, change the transparency, copy it, delete it, and of course I can move it around within the video ad itself. I can also replace the image. So as you saw, I have a lot of different pizza images that come within Ofeo, obviously just a lot of photos in general. And if I decide, you know what, I don't like this image after all, I want to use a different image, I can replace that image. I can also put in video footage. So if I don't want a still image, if I want a moving video image instead, I have that option as well. So let's take a look at that real quick. So click here. So if I come over here under videos and click on that and then type in pizza and hit enter, you see I have a few different options for videos that I can put within my Facebook video ad so that I have something that is moving rather than a still image. And you can just hover over those to preview and see what they look like. Of course, you can also upload your own video if you want to do that, but they do have some already within Ofeo. If that is your preference, if you don't have access to other videos, you can just use what they have right here in Ofeo. So I'm coming over here, I have shapes. So if I click here, you can see that the image and the mask have a white square that goes around it. So I could replace that with a different shape. I can change the color. Stroke color and stroke size aren't options I've used before. I'm not familiar with those, but you're welcome to play around with those if you want. I have effects. I can animate, change position, transparency, duplicate it, and delete it. And again, I can move that around within the video ad itself. And the same thing for that yellow shape. I've got that option right there. Then I also have this background. This is the background right here. So if I want to change the color on that, let me just click outside here. And right there, I can change the background color to something else, to basically whatever it is that I want it to be. So what I hope you're seeing here is that Ofeo is a very powerful tool for creating Facebook video ads for your business. But we're not done yet because there's more you can do. What if you want to add elements to the video ad that didn't come with the pre-generated option that you chose? Well, you can do that as well. So if I click here on text, you see I can add a heading, a subheading, body text, and they also have all these different pre-formatted options. If I scroll down, you see I have a lot of different options there. Here I have graphics, so if I click on that, got different shapes, animated text brush, 3D hand, 3D icon pack. A lot of different options there. And as you see here, this tells you how many options are within that option. So I have 10 different gradients, 17 different cursors, 40 different smokes, etc. Here I have overlays. And finally, effects. Stocks we've already looked at, so you have the stock images, the stock videos, and the masks. Here you have different backgrounds. So you have image backgrounds, patterns, and then here you have video backgrounds. If you'd prefer to use a video background for your video ad, you have that option as well within Ofeo. And as you see, there are a lot of different options. Finally, you heard when I played this track that there's music in the background. Well, what if you want to change or edit the music? Well, you just click here on music. And right here it shows this is the track that is currently being played on your video. You can adjust the volume. You can change the music fading in or out right here, very easy, one click. And you can also trim the track. So if you still want that track, but a different part of the track, you can trim it within the trim editor. But we can also push that arrow down and we could upload our own music, or we can choose a different option right here. And as you can see, there are a lot of different musical options within Ofeo. You can search up here in that box. You can also view them by music category. So if I click there, you see there are a lot of different music categories. You can find one that fits the mood that you want to create for your particular Facebook video ad. So I'm coming down here, I have some additional options. So if I want to change the length of this scene, right now you see it's 5 seconds long. If I want to make it something different, I just add the number I want. So if I want to make it 3 seconds, I just add the number 3, etc. Here I can zoom in or zoom out on this right here. This adds grid lines, so if I want to get really specific in terms of where I place the elements within my ad and make sure everything is aligned properly, I can toggle on or off the grid lines. This is title safe. That one I'm actually not that familiar with, but again, you can take a look at that if you want. This will fit the ad to the screen that you're working on, you know, whatever size computer and whatever size computer screen you have. And then finally here, you can open the timeline, which will allow you, particularly if you're using animations within your ad, you can adjust the animations and see them all at once and see kind of what elements come in at what point and edit those and change those around. So that gives you an overview of what you can do in terms of creating a Facebook video ad within Ofeo. Now again, this is just the first option. As we saw at the beginning, there are 3 different options in terms of your starting point for creating a Facebook video ad within Ofeo. So one of the things I like about this tool is there are a lot of different options you have, but it's also a very easy to use tool. So let's go ahead and take a look at that second option. So let's take a look at the branded templates option for starting a Facebook video ad within Ofeo. So what happens here is that within your Ofeo account, you'll choose your color scheme, you'll choose your fonts, and you also choose different shapes that you want to have within these pre-generated templates in Ofeo. So I'm not going to go through that part here because I cover that in my longer review of Ofeo, but let's take a look at what they have pre-generated for me within the branded template. So I'll click here and I'll click social media post. So here you see options that they've created for me based on my brand design choices. And it's not just these here. As you can see, you can scroll over here and it's more than just a 6, or you can use these arrow keys. And then from here, you have all the same options that we just looked at with that Smart Create option. So I'm not going to go through that in detail because we just looked at that. But again, you can change a font, you can move things around, change the photos, you know, add a video if you want a video instead of a photo, etc. So again, you start with one of these and then you make it look the way you want to for your particular Facebook video ad. So then the final option for starting the process of creating a Facebook video ad within Ofeo is to use the designer templates. And as it says here, there are thousands of curated designs. So let me click here and then click here. And as you see, you have some very nice looking designs to choose from that you can then tweak and make them look the way you want them to look for your particular Facebook video ad. Again, you'll have all the same options for changing your videos, for editing them, for tweaking them, as we've already seen in the Smart Create option. And these are not all the options here in terms of designer templates. Again, there are thousands of options. You can arrow through these. You can move down here. You can choose by color. You can filter here. But in this case, again, let's just say you have a pizza restaurant. The easiest thing to do would be to search up here. So just type in pizza and hit enter. And here you see we have 2 options in terms of starting using one of these designer templates. Of course, you can use any of the designer templates and turn it into a pizza Facebook video ad if you have a pizza restaurant. But these would probably be your best options is to start with one of these 2 because it's already a pretty nicely designed option. And then you can change it from there to make it look the way you want it to look for your particular business. So that is how you create a Facebook video ad using Ofeo. And again, as I mentioned, right now you can pick up a lifetime license to Ofeo for only $98. And I'll put a link to that in the video description below, along with a link to my full tutorial on Ofeo. By the way, if you found value in this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. That way I know I'm creating content that is useful to you. It also makes sure that YouTube shows this video to more people. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you next time. Bye.